Hello, my name is Seth Guthrie. I'm Director of User Success here at Bentley Systems, and I will be spending a few minutes talking to you and showing you how to use any of our analytical software remotely, working from a home office or wherever. All of our Connect Edition products can be used remotely, and this includes our structural applications like RAM and STAD and even MicroStrand, as well as our pipe stress analysis products, AutoPipe and AutoPipe Vessel, and our offshore products, MaxSurf, Moses, and Sachs. We have provided an online wiki for each of our product lines with tips for working from home. This includes direct links to download the products, frequently asked questions, and more. A link to the RAM and STAD wiki is going to be shown below in the description. And here is an example of what that wiki page looks like. When it comes to running the software remotely, we recommend using a company-issued laptop with a VPN connection if possible. Performance will be best if the software is installed locally, but you can use the software through a remote desktop connection or similarly. If you're going to be installing the software on your home PC, you'll need to download it from connect.bentley.com unless your IT administrator is giving you some other link. Then install the software locally. If you don't have rights to download the software, your local administrator can grant you that role. Regardless of the approach you choose, Bentley Technical Support is here to assist you. Here's an example of the Connect Center, where you can go in to download software. That's connect.bentley.com. All of our software is going to include the Bentley Connection Client. The Connection Client can be installed separately, but it's going to be included with each of the applications I mentioned before. This is the mechanism to sign in and entitle all of your applications. You want to sign in using your work or company email address typically. And when you do this, you'll enter your email address and then your Bentley password. Now, if your company is federated with Bentley, as you tab into the password box, it'll be grayed out and you will be redirected to a company sign-in, and you'll use your normal credentials for signing into your own corporation. Once you're signed in, you can confirm your email address at the top of the connection client. If you are signing in and you've forgotten your password, there is a forgot password link, and then we will email you a reset. No further license activation is required, typically. Signing into the connection client is all that's required. Now, with many of our analytical products, there are feature level settings or options to consider the first time you run it. If you're using your work machine connected remotely, then those things are already set up. But for a new installation, you will need to configure the programs on first use. I'm going to demonstrate next how to access these feature level settings in all of those analytical products. One more note, even if you don't have an internet connection, the software will run up to 7 days, and a license can be checked out for longer periods of time. With RAM Structural System version 17, all of the product modules are now included. So users can freely use RAM Steel, RAM Frame, RAM Concrete, RAM Foundation. The Manage License Restrictions dialog is still offered to allow or deny access to some of the linked applications like RAM Concept or RAM Connection Only. Sign in is indicated to the avatar in the upper right-hand corner. With the RAM Structural System, we do recommend working off the local machine when possible. If you access the modeler through a remote desktop, you may notice some of the graphics being stretched. In RAM Elements, there's just one license setting to be aware of, and that's the option to use the RAM connection license or not. By default, it won't be on, and you'll notice the connections are missing from the databases and missing from the modules. To turn it on, go up under File, Settings, License Configuration, and start the RAM connection license. If you always want to use the RAM connection license, check this box, and then those things will always appear. RAM connection itself does not have any license restrictions other than the options we've talked about to run it from RAM structural system or RAM elements or even STAAD Pro. In RAM concept, the primary choice is whether or not to use the PT license. If you don't see the option, you can go up under Help, Licensing, Manage License Restrictions, and check that setting. With STAAD Pro, the user chooses to use either the standard license or the advanced license, as well as the options for some products that are linked, like RAM connection. These things are set under the license configuration. Change it to advanced. I'll use RAM connection. Next time it starts, you should see green lights for those things. STAAD Foundation Advanced can be run standalone, or it can be launched from STAAD Pro. When you want to use the full features, select STAAD Foundation Advanced license. Moving on to AutoPipe. AutoPipe comes in standard, advanced, or nuclear editions, advanced being the most common. You can show all of these license configuration things by default when starting the program. If they're turned off and you don't see the licensing configuration, you can access that from the menus, like so. With AutoPipe Vessel, licenses are per design code unless you're using the Enterprise Edition. The Enterprise Edition includes all of the design codes. All right, now let's switch to our offshore products. MaxServe also comes in a standard, advanced, or enterprise edition. Similarly, Moses comes in standard, advanced, or enterprise editions. With Moses, there are several applications you might start, but they all use one of these three suite licenses. SACS includes the standard, advanced, and enterprise tiers as well, but has a fourth tier for SACS wind turbine. With any of these applications, there is typically a button to access the Bentley licensing tool. You can also access it from the Windows Start menu. While activation is not required, the Bentley licensing tool can be used to confirm that you're properly signed in and that you have current entitlements for the products. It is also where you can check out a license, search for the product, select the version, and check it out for the desired duration. If you're interested in further professional development or training, our Learn server offers thousands of training courses, and we also have a number of videos on YouTube with channels for structural analysis and offshore autopipe. We also have online webinars or special interest groups that you can watch through the Bentley events page. And starting now, we're offering frequent Ask the Instructor or virtual office hours sessions to assist with any questions you might have trying to work from home. Our online wiki will have links for all of these classes and more. If you do need technical support, I recommend that you search the wiki first or post onto our forum on Bentley Communities. But if you need to, submit a service request for any support. You can access the Service Request Manager from the same Connect Center, connect.bentley.com. Under New Service Request, choose Product Activation if it's some sort of licensing or sign-in problem, and choose Product Support for anything else. I hope that this has been helpful to you, and like I said, reach out if you have any problems. Thanks.